Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and it's time for the next episode of my Sketch With Me series. We have the new summer break collection that I will be featuring in a sketch and a card. It is going to be from the 101 Scrapbooking Ideas and Sketches book. Page 62 is what we're going to be working from, and I'm going to flip the sketch just a little bit. So come with me and let's take a look at what I'm going to do. Here we go. Here is page 62 in my 101 Scrapbooking Ideas and Sketchbook. I'm going to flip the sketch this way a bit, but I am kind of following a few of the elements, but we are going to have larger photos on the page. I do try to honor the sketches as much as possible, but they give me ideas, and sometimes I go in slightly different directions. I have 4.5 by 6.5 mats and 2 4x6 photos. 4x6 mats I'll be showing you when we get to that point, along with a couple of strips. And I did pull out my Thirst Quencher Border Maker cartridge. This one's kind of cute. I liked it a lot, and we're going to have some coordinating embellishments to bring it all through the page so it makes sense. For the left side of my page, I'm going to be using this the summer ombre, the bright ombre from this collection. It has the watermelons on the back of it. And then on the right side, we're going to be using the sunshine page that has the yellow grid on the back of it. I punched my Thirst Quencher Border Maker with the Parakeet Shimmer. So you can see that there. It does have a little bit of a shine to it. I considered the Kelly Green as well, but it just didn't work as well for me, so I went with the Parakeet Shimmer, and I cut a 1 1/4 inch strip of the lime paper that has this tiled look on the back for both sides of our page. Using a little bit of my repositionable tape, we're going to adhere the border onto our lime strip here. And then we're going to go ahead and run this along the bottom of our page using my regular tape runner to hold this one on. There we go. All right, what else do we have for the left side of the page? I have this sunshine embellishment. So I sometimes struggle with some of these larger embellishments and where to put them on the page, but I thought this one actually does look good towards the top of our page here. I have a 4x6 mat that is our lime green one, or our green. It blends nicely with lime green paper down here. And then we also have some, it looks like pineapples on 2 mats here. These are the 4.5 by 6.5 mats. They have bicycles on the back side of it, but we're going to be using the pineapple side up. There's no pineapple upside down cakes for our pages this time, but no, you never know. You can make a pineapple upside down cake and use this paper with it. That'd be kind of fun. All right, I am going to be adding our picture over here somewhere. That's towards the end, though. That's why I had that there. We also had in our embellishment pack this outdoor light card, if you will, and we're going to use that for our journal box on our page. I just thought it was really cute. It has an extra embellishment, an extra element to our page, and you'll see we'll be bringing those back in on the other side a little bit as well, but I also did cut my Fun in the Sun embellishment. It was really big. And like I said, sometimes I struggle with this. And then I got the idea from our sketch where they'd taken that round embellishment that was in the Wanderlust collection and cut it and placed it in 2 places. And so that's kind of what we're going to do with our Fun in the Sun I did use this on a page in one of my Wanderlust sketches. You can search my YouTube channel for that one. That was a nice, I liked that layout. But we're going to focus on Fun in the Sun for now. And our Fun in the Sun is going to go just under our journal box here. So I kind of want to get the placement for this. It is going to go over our box here a little bit as well. So let me put just a touch of repositionable tape underneath this, just so I have a way to keep it in place from moving. I'm going to go ahead and get the sun in the middle placed next, because we need to put our mats on either side of that. And it's maybe not exactly in the center, but it's, I guess we'll call it off center a little bit. And that's okay. That's okay. Pick that up. Sometimes it's easier than other times. So sometimes I do get out my zero centering ruler, and we would center this exactly and so far down on the page and what have you. Not this time. We're going to place it, and it's the sun. You know, the sun is never exactly perfect in the sky. Well, I mean, I guess it is in its own way. But okay, what do you want? I did turn that one over. This one is the same on both sides. So you have to be mindful about which way your lines are running. Because on my page, I kind of want them to run this horizontal, just in case I do wind up needing extra journal space. I can use this as a journal box. But we're going to start out by putting this one on instead about a 1/2 inch from the left edge of the page. Oops, there we go. That's what I was catching on. One of those rays from the sun there. I could feel it. I just wasn't necessarily looking at it probably as closely as I should have. And our mat is going to be exactly at the top of this page. So it is up here with the yellow part of the ombre. And this one is going to run directly on top of the lines down here and at the right edge of our left page. And now this one is going to come right in here, right above that. Let me get a little tape on our other journal box here, or this could just stay as a decorative element on the page as well. Like I said, we do have a couple more lights that are going to come in on the other side of our page, and I think we'll just see how it works out for me. I think I had this down here. I think I originally had it down here, but oh boy, usually I don't think about that too much. And then I have a couple of our enameled flip-flops that are just going to kind of be resting at the top of our page here. And we don't want them, again, just exactly symmetrical. It's just kind of like somebody left them. And I think we will go ahead and put it's going to be down here. Put our picture on to a foam square. A couple of smaller foam squares anyways. There we go. Oops. And we are going to be using a few lemon elements on this page. So, we do have a lemon punch still available on Creative Memories website. You could easily add some lemons as well. Because we have the lime paper down here too. I guess maybe that might be something for a future page. Lemons and limes. Who knows? We'll see what I wind up coming up with. Let me get one more piece of tape. Oh, underneath here. That was not so great. I should have maybe just left it where it was, because the page protector would help hold it in place, but that's okay. Now I have a little bit of actual regular tape runner. Left side of our page is complete. Kind of looks a little bit like a sunset, doesn't it? But I guess maybe except for the little touches of green that I added in. It's pretty. All right. Now, for the sunshine side of our page, we also have another one of our thirst quencher borders here. Get some tape runner using your repositionable tape onto your punched border. If you don't have one of our silicone mats, you can always use a piece of parchment paper onto a piece of sturdy cardboard. Just use some electrical tape to hold it in place. That is what I used all the time before Creative Memories came out with these. And it served its purpose and worked well for me. You can look at that in some of my older videos if you want. Just forgive some of the early editing and what have you. Okay, for this right side of our page, I have this lounge chair mat that there's our lights. Told you we would bring them back in, so that one's going down here. And then we have two more of our ombre mats in the same color palette, the warm palette. Backside has some blue stripes on it. And these two are going to go again towards the top of our page. This one is going to go directly in the corner though, because we have our other part of our fun in the sun that's going to fit in over here. So let me go ahead and flip these over and we'll get some tape going on those, regular tape runner. Okay, first things first, our little Adirondack, not Adirondack, they're lounge chairs for sure. The shape looks a little Adirondack-y, but you can see the metal parts and the little stripes here. I think this would be good for a smaller photo to put on your page. Just in general, you could again use it as an additional journal box with the other lights box that we put on the other side of the page as well. But you'll have to see how it works out with your photos if you decide to recreate this page. Lift up your mat just a hair so your sun can go underneath it. There we go. And there we go. So I am mimicking the color flow of the left side of the page because remember we had our yellow at the top of the page, and that is what I am how I am placing these mats onto the page as well. We have a sticker that says refreshing. We have a little lounge glass. We have a lemonade stand. Remember when I introduced this collection, I said, wow, there's a lot of large embellishments in it, and there are. We're going to pop up our little lemonade mug here. Grab a let's see which size foam square do we want to go with. I think this size should work. And this is going to go onto our lemonade stand, just the front of it, kind of at an angle here. Just thought that added that extra little, it's almost like the sticker clusters, but with embellishments. Our refreshing, this is a sticker, that's going to go directly onto the page. And our other drink is going to get popped up as well. We've popped up all of our beverages and beverage holders on our page this time. I'm wondering, well, let's hope this doesn't sag in our page protector, but it should be okay. We have has a little umbrella and a fun lime on the side of it as well. So it also is bringing in our lime elements, our green elements. I do love paying attention to color and working with what we can with these collections. I rarely mix the collections, but occasionally I do. Okay, this one's going to center kind of underneath our other mat here, but over our limes at the bottom. So let's put that here, put that here. Okay. There we go. We have our lemonade stand, we have our sunshine, and we have our places for our photos on this right side of the page. Let me bring in both of our pages, and then I'll bring back in our sketch. What is your favorite part of this page? Do you like the colors? Do you like just all the bright palette of this collection? Let me know what you think in the comments. And leave me a thumbs up if you like it as well, but I'd like to know some of your thoughts too. So here we go. We can fit easily, let's see, 2, 4, 6 photos for sure on these 2 pages. Easily, you can also journal in here if you wish. And this, we just have all the fun sun showing. A little bit, like I said, of a homage to this rounded element from this Wanderlust sketch that we used as our inspiration for this layout. And this is also what inspired my cutting the fun in the sun and putting it in the 2 different places at the 2 different angles, because you can see the one here and the one here. I did bring in a little bit of this element, but on a much smaller scale, because again, I like getting the larger photos onto the page, and this is where we are with it. All right, let's put together a card. One of the other things I've been doing with our 101 scrapbooking idea and sketches has been challenging myself to do 101 cards, or it's been a couple extra here and there, and to have the card either based on the sketch or inspired by the sketch as well, or to use up some scraps from our layout to give you all some ideas. But this one, for whatever reason, as soon as I saw this Snapshots of Summer, I just knew I had to use this on a card. I don't know why, it just spoke to me for whatever reason. I took that lime paper that I cut those strips for the bottom of our page, and I wanted to use this tiled side for our card base. So this is a blank card from our card kit. I always like to make sure I have it the direction that somebody's going to be opening it, because I can't tell you how many cards I've made upside down, and you just don't even realize until you're actually doing it. It's happened to all of us. If it's happened to you, do not worry. You are not alone in that club, for sure. So I did cut the paper. The tiles are somewhat directional, and I wanted mine to be going up and down instead of sideways, I guess, if you will. The Snapshot of Summer is going to get popped up with my foam tape. And this just reminded me of, when you used to go out with friends and you would take some pictures, and of course you had to print photos from film. Well, and how you would always get the double prints. And then you would have an extra set to share with a friend that you went and you did something with over the summer, or whether it was summer camp or a trip somewhere, and you would mail them some photos, right? So why not take some photos this summer? I'm going to challenge y'all to let me know. Come back to this video and post and let me know if you sent some photos to a friend. And you can create this card to send it to them in, or you can come up with your own design, or just use one of our trio kits or anything. But send a friend some photos. If you're not sure how to print the photos, check my Tuesday What is Scrapbooking series, and I talk you through the process of printing photos from your phone. Because, of course, nowadays, most of our photos are on our phone. I did not realize this embellishment had an actual right foot and a left foot. Here we go. I got so excited about talking to y'all about printing some photos and helping you print them from your phone. Look at that. We have a right foot and we have a left foot. What do you know? So I'm adding some flip-flops here. I am also going to add this sticker with the book and the hat and the sunglasses. I just thought that was kind of another nice element. The colors work, I guess the photo works, and then we're going to add 3 hearts from our enameled embellishments as well. And we're going to put this dark green over this blue down here. We're going to put the light green up here, also over the blue, I guess. Seems like the blue is the lighter part of the page for the coloring on these tiles. And let's put this one over the blue also. So we have 3 hearts over 3 blue squares on our tiled page. And here we go. Oh, I can't wait for you all to tell me that you are sending photos to friends. I just sent out a couple of pictures. I had printed out a couple of extra from my parents' 55th wedding anniversary to my godmother and my sister's godmother because it was of them with my mother, and it was just a very special picture. And I thought, you know what? How often do you get photos in the mail anymore? I just really want to print a couple extras of these and send it to them. And they both loved it. I got texts from both of them, and they just really, really loved it. So there you go. There's your summer challenge. I'm excited about it. And I will let you know if I send out any more photos. However, you all know we're moving again this summer. So I may not be getting too many photos out this summer, but I think maybe just by having sent them out for Mother's Day and then seeing this embellishment inspired me. I really want to inspire all of you as well. Until next time.